I have walked that long road to freedom. I have tried not to falter, I have made missteps along the way. But I have discovered the secret that after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. It always seems impossible until it is done. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. I never lose. I either win or learn. Courage is not the absence of fear, it's inspiring others to move beyond it. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. There is no passion to be found in playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. Do not judge me by my successes, judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. Live life as though nobody is watching, and express yourself as though everyone is listening. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Sometimes it falls upon a generation to be great. You can be that great generation. Let your greatness blossom. To be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. We must use time creatively, and forever realize that the time is always ripe to do right. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. There can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way in which it treats its children. Overcoming poverty is not a gesture of charity, it is an act of justice. May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. When people are determined, they can overcome anything. Lead from the back, and let others believe they are in front. Forgiveness liberates the soul. It removes fear. That is why it is such a powerful weapon. If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin, or his background, or his religion. You can start changing our world for the better daily, no matter how small the action. If you want to make peace with your enemy, you have to work with your enemy. Then he becomes your partner. Money won't create success, the freedom to make it will. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Tread softly, breathe peacefully, laugh hysterically. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. We should never forget those on whose shoulders we stand and those who paid the supreme price for freedom. Fools multiply when wise men are silent. There is nothing like returning to a place that remains unchanged to find the ways in which you yourself have altered. I have walked the long road to freedom. I have tried not to falter, I have made missteps along the way. To deny people their human rights is to challenge their very humanity. A nation should not be judged by how it treats its highest citizens, but its lowest ones. There is nothing more important in life than giving. Tolerance is forged when people look beyond their own desires. It is not where you start but how high you aim that matters for success. No axe is sharp enough to cut the soul of a sinner who keeps on trying. Everyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve success if they are dedicated and passionate. We must never forget our obligations to our communities. A critical, independent, and investigative press is the lifeblood of any democracy. There are few misfortunes in this world that you cannot turn into a personal triumph if you have the iron will and the necessary skill. Freedom is indivisible. The chains on any one of my people were the chains on all of them. We owe our children, the most vulnerable citizens in our society, a life free of violence and fear. A fundamental concern for others in our individual and community lives would go a long way in making the world the better place we so passionately dream of. The true character of society is revealed in how it treats its children. Courageous people do not fear forgiving, for the sake of peace. There is a universal respect and even admiration for those who are humble and simple by nature. Where globalization means, as it so often does, that the rich and powerful have new means to further enrich and empower themselves at the cost of the poorer and weaker, we have a responsibility to protest. Let there be work, bread, water, and salt for all.